Hello, welcome out to Death Battle Cast. We are the some of the cast and crew of Death Battle. Where the okay. I guess it's just you and me.
It is me and you.
So, I'm Ben, I play Wiz. This is Noel. He's an editor and he's awesome. And that's...
You got a point. You got a point.
I got a point?
You got a point. Oh no!
Oh, this code's so cool.
That's Torian,
I love this code.
being Torian, our 3D animator.
So creepy.
And then here's Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick.
This wig.
I like that
grabbed these
hair.
costumes
What are
today.
you, a hobbit?
Yeah.
You look like Michael
Is
Bolton.
that a hobbit wig? That's not a
He
hobbit.
does look
He's
like
Michael
Bolton.
Are you gonna go the distance? Are you going the distance?
Wait, okay, hang on. So you're a hobbit
Yeah. Who plays basketball?
who plays basketball, 'cause you got basketball, and you got Michael Bolton hair. So
Who
you're
sings
Michael
like an
Bolton
angel.
As a basketball hobbit who also got stabbed, you got like a blood on your shirt.
It's fine. It's just the basketball.
Man, I wish
injuries.
I wish my stance was like right behind me. That'd be so cool.
Can I be your stand?
Yeah.
Just-
I didn't tell you to do anything.
hey,
like
you
a
can't tell me
rogue.
nothing. I'm my own man. You ain't my real dad.
Man, these costumes. We went to the costume department, and we just grabbed stuff, not even realizing fully what they were. I just saw one that said Hobbit, so I grabbed it. Torian's had no label. We just saw like one of the patches, and that was the whole deciding factor.
Oh.
Wow, really? So that was
You
just
just
the luck of the draw?
That
Yeah.
does look pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
It's like the draw. I mean, I got the wig separately. I left something else. Whatever, it's a small thing. I have a pipe too.
Go get
So I
the
can
pipe.
Okay, I'll do
Go
drums.
get the pipe.
I'll be right back.
Which JoJo are you?
I don't know. I've never watched the show. What?
Such disappointment. Anyway,
Jamal Johnson. Jamal Johnson.
Paul Johnson.
anyway, let's talk a little bit about Death Battle with what little time we have. to
Yes.
talk
I feel
about.
like that intro was as cringy and nerdy as most nerd discussions have.
Absolutely. We have lost all of our credibility and coolness.
No. You can still have credibility and be cringy and nerdy.
We got Michael Bolton.
That's what
here.
the show is.
We do have Michael Bolton, basketball,
now he
Michael
has
Bolton
a
the Hobbit
pipe.
with his pipe.
Oh yes.
Does it blow bubbles?
Please.
No.
No.
it doesn't.
No.
It'd be pretty good.
We'll VFX it later. We'll fix it in
There's
post.
your
We'll
screen
fix
cap.
it in post.
All right, guys, we have a new Death Battle coming up.
Yeah.
One that has been highly requested. I know, surprise.
What?
One that has been requested a lot for a very long time, and that is Sora from Kingdom Hearts versus Pitt from Kid Icarus.
Yes.
So, okay, so I knew about this.
Of course, sure.
I knew about this, but when you said it, I thought like that one was already because of the previews. I thought that was like already a thing, and I was gonna say another one, but then I just waited for you.
So what you're basically
Good call.
saying is
Good
that
call. Good
if you
call.
want anybody to spoil death battles or whatever, just hit up Torian on Twitter. At Animated
No,
Torian.
because I would
I'm sure
check
he'll
myself.
like,
I would
spill
just
all
run to Security Attack and be like, "What was the preview we put out?"
Actually, if you want to find out what Torian's working on, you can always just look at whatever hint he's posted and then read the comments that come after. Somebody is always right.
Somebody's always
Somebody
right.
is always
always
right.
right.
We
So
love-
one of them's going to be correct.
I don't know about the next one. I didn't say it was a hint, but I posted that mocap video, and no one struck anything on that.
You sure?
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Then that would probably be
Or
an
are you
actual
just
first.
saying that? Or are you just saying that to throw them off? Because maybe somebody already has.
No, they haven't. I mean, I can retweet it and say hint, and maybe that'll provoke them, but no one has yet. So
You mean the thing I did mocap for and then you did not use?
I did not use any of yours.
So I
Really?
literally, I literally,
or Harley's. I didn't use any of them.
I sweat in that thing.
I didn't use any
It,
of
wa-
them.
Did
it wasn't
you
really blood sweat.
record
it was just
him
sweat.
sweating in the mocap suit?
I mean, the mocap suit recorded him sweating, and then I watched it.
I did good though, right?
We gotta
Yeah,
show,
you
we,
did.
We gotta
See?
show this kind of stuff.
It's because
Michael
I don't know if
Sorry.
because I use more markers than normal mocap,
Yeah.
and that's what I was testing out. So you're all
You
like
could have just lied to me.
you're all like guinea pigs. I started to, but then like I did it differently, like differently.
Very different.
And then you'd be like, that's not what we did.
That's not me.
what we did.
Suppose. But anyway, back to Sora versus Pitt. I've seen some people. I mean, like with every death battle that we announce, people have varying opinions on every matchup, and this matchup in particular, I've seen some people ask, well, why are we doing this matchup? It seems like an odd little comparison, other than the fact that they're like young boyish characters with brown hair. What's really the connecting factor?
I didn't make that connection.
And to be perfectly honest, I don't know.
What? What?
Here's the thing.
It's your show.
This matchup has been requested for years.
Really?
Over and over and over. This is one of our most consistent, most popular matchups of all time. And we haven't done it because I've been struggling to understand why.
Really?
And I couldn't figure out why, so I just decided, whatever, fuck it. People want to see it, let's do it. And you know what? As we were digging into it, which I don't want to get into right now because no spoilers until the episode comes out. As we were getting into it, the way their powers match up, the way that they like travel between worlds and stuff, it kind of started making sense. Not necessarily from like a thematic standpoint, like a lot of death battles are, but in terms of like a battle standpoint, like how their powers would interact with each other. So
how does the intro for the script generally go? Like before you start analyzing any characters?
for this script?
Yeah, because that's where the connecting threads are always drawn.
I think the opening line is something about you shouldn't trust like teenage boys with mysterious weapons that they don't know or that don't quite understand with the fate of the world, but everybody does it anyway. Which is true with these guys.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
Like Sora wasn't
something
even like he wasn't even technically chosen. It was Riku.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he's just like, I guess I'm gonna do it. It's like, no. No,
mean,
give it to Riku.
He was the backup, basically. Like
He had the
he's
coolest
the
shoes.
understudy. But yeah, that episode will be coming out in 2 weeks, I guess. The preview for Sora just went up this past week, and Pitt will be coming up this week. If you're watching this on YouTube over the weekend, then it should be the Pitt preview will be coming up on Rooster Teeth for first members on Monday, and then the episode itself with the full battle, animated by Zach and Curvin, two animators who have been with us for a long time.
Very
will
talented.
be up April 30th on Rooster Teeth for first members and May 2nd for YouTube. So very excited to share that with everybody. And Noel, you've been working on that.
Yes, I have.
Along with Sam,
Yes.
who unfortunately couldn't be with us today because he has unfortunately passed.
Oh shit.
Wow.
What?
No.
I thought we were gonna like move past that joke, and then he like dove right into it.
Well, see, I couldn't remember why he wasn't here, so I was like actually listening intently for what the answer was.
No, he's off.
He passed.
I was like, I saw him yesterday.
No, he's out of town.
sitting right
He's
next to
fine. But Sam is the writer and project lead for that episode. Noel's been helping out.
Yeah.
How's that been going? You've been like capturing some Kid Icarus footage.
Which is
When do I get my game back?
how long have I
I
had
like
it?
captured DS back.
How long have I been
Everyone's
commandeered?
stuff.
I do
It has
because
been a little while.
I want to
I
put
think
that
I've
game
been
back on
holding
my
on to it
shelf
for about
so I can not play it like I haven't for the last 7 years.
dude, the hand cramps for that game because it's like
Kid Icarus Uprising?
yes, Kid Icarus Uprising.
That game is just, it's almost good. It's so good. It's
What?
like the controls
You need a stand to play.
kept me.
You need to stay.
You need a
really
gizmo, a contraption
Well-
to.
Wasn't that the game that introduced the second slide pad for the DS or for the 3DS? Like they released a second
think
slide
it
pad that you
was.
could like connect, and it had like a stand.
I
So there were two. You could
There's
use
accoutrements.
you could use two slide pads to like because one would move Pitt. and one would
the
move
Circle
Greta.
Pad Pro is what they call that accessory.
Yes. Like,
Yeah,
I believe that was it was packaged with it maybe.
No, because I got the physical version. It was packaged with a stand, not like a JoJo stand,
Oh,
but like. I
see what you did there.
Yeah, I made it relevant.
Did you say
Well, that's right. You did. I think you did have to buy it separately
Yeah.
because like I was looking into buying it when it first came out.
And you know,
thinking, yeah, if you buy both of them together, it's a lot more than I would.
yeah, I gave it a second shot on my new 3DS because it has that like second stick, but it's not really a stick. It sucks aiming stuff with that thing. Like it's not good. That's a game that I really wish they would have released on Wii U so it could be played like a game should be played.
So you can have fun, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so that I can get past the controls and play the game. Because like the game itself, I can tell is like a lot of fun. It's like a 3D
Yeah.
Arena Smash Brothers type thing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's really neat.
It was supposed to be like a Star Fox type project. So like when you start each level, you start off with like a rail shooter type of thing. Then you go
and do a second part
that's right.
where that's when your hand starts hurting
Yeah,
because the
I
controls
was
are
talking
ridiculous.
about the multiplayer, because there's online multiplayer, and it's
You are correct.
theoretically pretty awesome. I
Theoretically.
just couldn't wrap my mind around the controls.
I can't like take
It never clicked
anything
with
you
me.
say seriously.
Serious,
This
Michael.
pipe
Well,
and
Nobody
this
can take
wig
anything
on.
both of you say seriously.
Like, no, but he's like explaining this, and I know he's very passionate about it. But he has this pipe, and he points it so slightly to get his points.
I need you to
interest and
interrupt
stuff.
occasionally interrupt your sentences so that you can actually pretend like you're smoking the pipe. I will take you seriously. I will take you seriously if you do it.
Listen to me, audience.
See, but now
nothing to
it's
say.
coming all out. Stuff's pouring.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You gotta stay in character.
You gotta
stay in character.
Not for real. I was like, crap, is my saliva dripping all the way down?
Wait, what? What do you think is happening? What are you doing with that pipe, Nick?
His mask kind of makes me
smoking
feel
it.
like Catechus.
Okay.
But that's been my experience so far is
It's frustrating gameplay. That's
frustrating gameplay with Kid Icarus Uprising, and then struggling through the entire history that is Kingdom Hearts. So it's just like,
Sean
not having
Hines.
fun at all.
Sean Hines came into work with like a stack of books this big, and he was like,
All those mangas? Okay,
yeah,
no.
get ready for the Kingdom Hearts mangas. So
I didn't even know they were working in Hearts.
I'm not on that project.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. I've been having a great time.
If you're not familiar,
I believe it the more you say it.
if you're not familiar with Kingdom Hearts, like the series is like everybody who plays it seems to really enjoy it. Like it's a very beloved series.
That's true.
But I think
Subjective.
even those people will agree that the storyline and how all the games connect is super convoluted.
It's insane.
It's like they
And
kept adding
cue a
stuff.
bunch of people right now in the comments being like, no, you need to pull up this like giant spreadsheet of how it all.
They pull up the board in the crime movies with
Yep.
the string with the wire.
Play like
Well,
They got a knife
speaking of comments,
they trying to kill?
if you're watching this live as a first member, I am watching the chat on roosterteeth.com /live/deathbattlecast 94. If you want to join that and interact with everybody there and talk with us, I will be pulling messages from that might that could interact with the show. Any information or opinions you guys have on what we talk about, I can look at it, bring it up. So, just letting you know. And then we have a question from a community member off of Twitter that I think would be fun to talk about. And you can always use Twitter, use the hashtag DeathBattleCast to send us questions, comments, things to talk about on the show. And this one's from Ishma Biggle. And he asks, was there a distinct point where it was decided to make longer Death Battle episodes? It seems like it started after Goku vs. Superman and got more pronounced after Godzilla vs. Gamera.
I don't remember it being a conscious decision, but
It was for me.
Okay.
It was for me. I don't think I've ever talked about this, about why, because just basically, long story short, the first season of Death Battle, the first 25 episodes, most of those episodes, except for Goku vs. Superman, were around
minutes.
10 minutes at max.
Yeah.
Because I was specifically told the way YouTube works is you need to make things fast, you need to keep people's attention. Let's keep these under 10 minutes. I was told, got to keep them under 10 minutes.
that was
And
the name of the game. Once upon
kind
a
of.
time.
I mean, as retention time became more and more important, that changed.
Oh yeah.
So we're talking YouTube algorithms and things like that now. But basically, in order to make Death Battle successful at the beginning, we were trying to keep it from 10 minutes or less, which I never really liked. I always thought Death Battle felt like, I look back at the old season 1 episodes these days, and I don't like any of them because I feel like they're not necessarily the verdicts or the battles,
Sure.
but the rundowns, how we describe things, because they feel very rushed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because they were put together in a rushed way, but because they are presented in a very rushed way. We spend like 4 minutes, 3 minutes talking about a single character. And a lot of those characters, some of those characters we had, like maybe we could get through everything in that amount of time, but a lot of them we really couldn't. You go back and watch maybe like Vegeta versus Shadow, and there's so much information that we just kind of gloss over because we just don't have time to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like if we did that episode now, it would be told in a very different way.
I can see all the jealousy in Nicole's eye. Nicole?
Nicole, did you call me Nicole?
Who's Nicole? Who is that?
Did you look into my eye and call me Nicole? How dare you, Michael Bolton? How dare you? You and your
Michael
sultry, angelic voice.
Oh.
Yep, my sultry, angelic voice.
The preview monitor.
Smoke from the pipe.
The preview monitor is destroying
there you
me
go.
when it comes to Nick. I can't help it. Every time he's on,
Wait, what? Did you say ah?
every time he's on,
Was it quenching
Smoking
your
tastes
thirst?
good.
I can't take it. I can't take
quench
it. My costume has nothing on you, but it is cool.
What do you mean there's nothing on me?
He's got accessories. That's what.
I know.
But
Okay.
basically, yes, you are correct in that. Starting around season 2, we were allowed more freedom with like how to write these episodes, and they got longer and longer until basically the goal right now is to keep it around 15 or so minutes, 20 minutes, that kind of area.
Unless it's anime.
Unless we need to go longer.
it's anime.
Fortunately, because this is a YouTube show and not like a TV show that is restricted to a certain time limit, we can, vary in how long we spend in each episode. So if a character like Naruto or Ichigo requires a lot of time to talk about, we can dedicate that time to talk about them, and we will. Sometimes the only problem I have with that is that doesn't necessarily give us more time, like compared to the fight.
Sure.
So there can be episodes that feel a little unbalanced.
Sure.
Where like the fight, we aim for like a 3-minute or so fight, right? So if the fight is 3 minutes and then the explanation about the fight is like 20 minutes, it feels a
The
little
whole semester.
lopsided.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some people watching those kinds of episodes can get a little tired of it and tedious, or it feels a little tedious going through all that information. But sometimes we just kind of have to in order to get that's the point of the show.
But I would rather. I mean, I don't know if I would rather, but it feels easier to listen longer than watch a constant barrage of like stuff happening. For a
Sure.
long period of time.
I'm sure there are some fights that if we forced them to be longer,
Yeah.
like it'd be a little hard.
Because Dante Bayonetta, I like that fight, but when I watch it, I get exhausted watching the fight. Like
You made that.
I got exhausted
know.
sound
Why?
designing it.
I just, it just kind of, it's just the nature of the characters, but it does kind of like, hey, let's wrap this up. Like, it's an exhausting battle.
Oh God, I'm seeing in the chat that you calling him Nicole
Oh no, what is
now
happening?
your ship name,
What?
Nicole.
They're not wrong.
Works.
It kind of works.
I'd ship
Nicole.
that. I'd ship that.
Nicole?
You got my support.
Hey,
Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
All right, and then there's one more question that I think everybody can kind of here can really might have an answer to.
Nicole,
Is have you ever had a personal favorite character that died in a death battle?
yeah, the Ninja Turtles Battle Royale.
This is from of all people, Get Ronnie Laid. So we'll work on that.
We need to work on it. We need to get like GoFundMe, we need to take him to a bar or something, get him drunk.
But Get Ronnie Laid wants to know
Have plans for him.
if there's a character in Death Battle who died that you were disappointed in their death. And you said
the Ninja Turtle Battle Royale because I grew up with the Ninja Turtles.
all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
75% of my childhood was going to die right there, no matter what.
Donatello was the first character that like I felt kind of bad animating like the death for. But then I animated Raphael stabbing him like 20 times, so that was kind of rough.
The Megazord.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up Power Rangers.
yeah.
Megazord. I mean, because I feel like the Power Rangers like would have whooped their ass if it was just them. But since they was
Like in a street fight.
Against like classic Voltron, maybe.
oh yeah,
like-
new Voltron. They're just a bunch of fucking magical karate masters.
Yeah,
With like all sorts of magical technology.
I can echo the Power Rangers one because I didn't get into Power Rangers until I was researching the Power Rangers, and I had a blast doing it.
Yeah.
So
good.
yeah,
Nothing's wrong
I
with the show.
was disappointed having to get them.
Nothing's wrong with that show except Turbo. And I was a Turbo champion.
But the theme song for Turbo is so good.
That's why I like it. And I realized that. now.
Turbo.
And when it
So
came when it
good.
came on during that marathon, I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Well, the only thing wrong with
Shift.
Turbo was the Blue Ranger. I hated
All
that
of
kid.
It was all of it.
I truly believe I could
her
fight that
secret
kid.
lair was like a torpedo. Like they were just in this box.
Yeah, the
like,
Pirate Queen thing.
Yeah.
In the submarine.
I
yeah.
didn't have as much of a problem with Justin.
Ah.
Justin,
yeah.
as some people did. A
lot of people did.
I think it was weird how he would turn to adult and stuff. It was a strange choice, but he wasn't necessarily like a bad character. It's just the overall idea for their show.
Yeah.
Especially since what happened was that show in Japan is like a parody of Super Sentai. So and they
turbo
didn't,
one?
Yeah, they didn't know that when they
Oh,
were like buying it and scripting it out.
hilarious.
So then it airs in Japan, and it's just like this wacky, comedic, like crazy thing. That's why the Zord battles are just cars smashing into each other.
So cool.
Because it's just
I like that
stupid.
idea way better than what we got.
Yeah, they're like Zords are just giant machines smashing into each other, right? Well, what? They're like cars. They're cars
That's
just smashing
great.
into each other.
I was hoping
Yeah.
that they would turn those cars into like Power Wheels, and I would have like coaxed my parents into buying
Wait, did
all
they?
of them. Did they? What,
That
did
has
they?
to exist.
They did have.
Did
That
they?
has to
They had
exist.
one.
So I just was too poor to get one.
Yeah, probably.
That was
Also, I noticed there was like a very brief but very heated discussion in the chat about Doctor Who, and I just wanted to bring up that I've actually been catching up on the last couple seasons of that. Because I
Where's,
missed out on
where's
a
Doctor
few.
Who coming from?
It was just in the chat. Like I
yeah,
just
but
said that.
I know, but like, what are the? Is
And
that spawn off
I've
something
been
we said?
wondering if anybody has any ideas for a Dalek fight. Because I think the Dalek or the Daleks would be awesome in Death Battle. Outside of the Borg, I've never seen like a great request for that. So just hit me up on Twitter if you think you got a good idea. Just want to bring that out or mention that. All right. Anyway, my pick maybe for saddest death or a character that I'm kind of sad to see die on Death Battle. We've already said a lot of them, but I would say like maybe Ramona Flowers.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
I like Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim a lot.
Meh.
And
I'm kidding.
wow.
I'm totally kidding.
That's like the hardest man.
mine was Cloud.
Cloud?
Yes, I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. So as cool as Link is pretty cool, but that dude just sounds like he just show up to your house and just smash all your shit and then just leave and just.
There's gonna be another like
just make
30
sounds.
links anyway. Like we could have.
We'll be
That's
fine
true.
with
One
Link
link,
dying,
yeah.
right? Yeah, well, I think it'd be good to bring Cloud back at some point. Because
That would sound
like, that was an
amazing.
old Season 1 episode, and the rules for Death Battle have changed quite a bit since then.
yeah.
So pitting him against a new opponent.
No, I would love to bring Cloud back.
be fun.
That'd be sick. You got like the 6 swords now. That'd be dope.
He's got those Jinko jeans. That's what got me hyped.
Jingo jeans.
He had
who's
the
still
Jinko
around?
jeans with the chain. I was like, yo, are those Doc Martens? I know this man. He's after my own heart.
You know, Jinko Jeans, the company is still around.
Are they? Mm-hmm. How have they been?
They've aged.
Are they good?
They've aged.
They got older.
All right, guys, well, moving on. I think it's time to find out what's going on.
Oh.
Have you guys seen the final trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
Nope.
Yeah. You were supposed to.
You're supposed to watch these things.
I'm sorry.
The
I
question
send
was
you
meant
an
to be
email
rhetorical.
every week. It's like, hey, Torian, make sure to be prepared for this Death Battle cast. Here's what you need to watch. Here are the links to watch what you need to watch. Make sure to watch these. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Ben. It's just that my brain
Every week.
my brain tells me not to watch trailers because I don't like watching trailers.
This one revealed a lot of
I
information
don't know.
that they
See,
shouldn't
there
have.
it is.
Good on you.
Thank you
for not
For not obeying you.
Maybe this one
We're gonna
changed
talk about it anyway.
a lot of like. This one changed
avoided
what
nothing.
it looks like the movie's gonna be.
Exactly. Yeah.
The unblockable.
And I kind of wanted to talk about that
Yeah, go
because
ahead. Yeah.
there's been a couple different reactions to this trailer. So, Torian,
It's too late. I'm in. I might as well watch it because you're gonna talk about
we
it.
can probably bring it up on the TV, but like we're not gonna watch through it. Like I expect
Are there any
everybody
more
to have already
trailers
seen it.
that we're gonna talk about today?
We'll probably talk about the Bleach one in Sudden Death.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I've heard of it.
So you listened to the trailer. Is that what you did? You have a radio.
Someone told me
Is that what it
I
was?
skimmed the email.
Okay, so reactions to Jurassic World 2, whatever kingdom. Basically, in the trailer, it shows them going to the island and the island blowing up like we've seen in the previous trailers. There it is. And then apparently the whole goal of this
Check out
is
this stunt. Check out this stunt. Whoa.
So frightening.
Wow.
the military is trying to get as many dinosaurs out to weaponize them, which is the exact same thing that happened in the last movie where they were trying to weaponize
Extreme dinosaur.
raptors.
Sure.
Oh my gosh! Imagine an Extreme Dinosaurs live-action movie.
Well,
Extreme dinosaurs.
Tails that snap like thunderclap.
there's a couple.
What an awesome line.
There's a lot of people actually that were saying that this feels like just a retread of Lost World.
Yes.
Because it's like they go to the island to save them. Oh, it turns out it's a military
betrayed.
thing. They try to bring a dinosaur back to
We
the
get
mainland.
dinosaurs
it
in the
gets
city
loose.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back.
So
a dinosaur story.
The dinosaur that we see in the city is the new Irex, or not Irex, Iraptor, whatever it is. They're new genetically
like an
engineered
iPhone.
thing.
It's the same
like an app. It's
exact
like a-
idea behind
there it is.
Indominus Rex.
So
Wait, are they calling it an iRaptor?
I think it's called an Iraptor.
Like Indominus Raptor?
yeah, I think so.
So it really is the same thing.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to go for this genetic. Basically, it looks like it's meant to be a monster movie over anything else.
Look at that is so damn creepy. It's underwater.
I'm curious what you guys think, because
This looks kind of cool.
this isn't what I was expecting this to be, and a lot of people are saying that it looks like Lost World. I disagree. Also, one cheesy thing about it is that Blue, the raptor, is now an
Yeah.
attack dog. I thought that was a little cheesy, and also the people fighting these dinosaurs with like military-grade equipment.
This
Are
was
just these guys,
the
but-
best shot. It's hard for me to get
is the whole
too
movie.
worked up about it because I already know that the thing I'm looking forward to most about the Jurassic World franchise is the frigging
That iconic.
game, Jurassic World Evolution.
Mm.
It's like Sim Jurassic Park or Jurassic
it's
Park
so
Tycoon.
creepy.
You can create dinosaurs and you can unleash them on your.
It does open the
and,
door.
That
your
is frightening.
guests
Damn
and
it,
stuff?
that is frightening.
So yeah, it's just like a monster thriller.
It looks kind of like it's going for a monster thriller,
Oh.
but the reason why I think it might be different from The Lost World is the way it presents this. And Jeff Goldblum, of course, is in it, and he talks about how like similar to how I think they mentioned it in other trailers or even the original Jurassic World, where they say like the dinosaurs were here before us, and if we're not careful, they'll be here after us.
Uh-huh.
I think what's going on is that all the dinosaurs are coming over to like the mainland. I think that's what's supposed to be happening, but I'm not sure. The trailer makes it kind of vague how many dinosaurs are actually in the mainland.
They're like
They're just
selling-
moving to the suburbs.
And they're
That's all
like
it
selling
is.
the dinosaurs to people.
I don't know. Well,
they're
it looks like they're trying to militarize it, and then one gets out.
Well,
the-
one shot
specifically
it
the
looks like they
Irex.
were auctioning it off to like a crowd of people.
Right. Or at least like showing it off,
Yeah.
which is what they wanted to do in the first movie. And I think the weakest part of Jurassic World 1 was the military aspect. They're like, let's weaponize raptors.
It's very unoriginal.
Just think
Very-
about how awesome it would be. Like, who cares about effectiveness or practicality? Whatever. You're the
Why they
military
did
that
it for
has
sure
dinosaurs on your team. That's pretty neat.
I guess. I don't know. I do feel like it kind of like it's hard because it feels like it kind of goes against the idea of Jurassic Park a little bit by turning it into like a military focused like monster thriller.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
But they are painting the military out to be the bad guys, which is interesting because Jurassic Park is famous for being one of the franchises that was originally funded by the Pentagon. Remember Jurassic Park 3?
Nope.
The end of Jurassic Park 3.
Oh yeah, they just show up. And
the military shows up
their arrival is
for no
the happy
reason.
ending,
Yeah, the military shows up and just kills the fuck out of a bunch of dinosaurs.
which is kind of part of the reason why.
Well, the reason why that happens is because the Pentagon helped fund that movie.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
That's why.
Agendas.
speaking of the like movies' own logic and stuff, I don't know if I mean, maybe they'll give some reason and stuff, but I don't know if I buy the whole idea that if we're not careful, the dinosaurs will eradicate all 7 billion humans on the planet. Because like, how many
I don't know
dinosaurs
if
can there really
that's-
be?
I don't know if that's the
Is that what
what
they're
it's going
for?
for, but I don't know. Like, I'm really not sure what they're going for other than just cheesy monster thriller with dinosaurs running around the city.
Yeah, I mean, like it's cheesiness is what's making me think I wouldn't put it above them
Yeah, I
to
suppose.
go for something like that.
What about Blue as an attack dog? Because basically,
So what we saw was like a home
Chris Pratt,
invasion.
Chris Goldblum.
Chris Goldblum.
runs up with Blue and is like, Blue, sick him! And
saw
Blue
Star-Lord.
attacks the Irex raptor or whatever.
I don't know. I don't have.
But did you see the
Any
dinosaurs
negative feelings
sneak in
about
and
that.
like open up the damn door? That's a home invasion. That's
Yeah,
just an
it's
invasion of
criminal
privacy. I
dinosaur.
see what they're doing there.
It's a
I
criminal
see
dinosaur. It
It
needs
all
to be
makes
tried
sense now.
before.
I mean, the T-Rex.
It was
that,
so creepy. Like, why
the
does
T-Rex
this have
invaded.
to happen? Why is this a thing
the
for
little, like-
dinosaurs? Dinosaurs never needed to do this.
Why does he creep up on the little
Yes.
girl? It's just like, look at my claws.
It's so. Oh my gosh. But hey, Jurassic World, Kingdom Hearts, I guess. It's a thing.
There we go.
Fallen Kingdom.
Okay.
Fallen Kingdom
Hearts.
Fallen Kingdom. Okay.
Do you think Jurassic Park is kind of doomed as a franchise, or do you think this could actually work?
Doomed critically or financially?
Anyway.
Is it necessary?
It's gonna be
No.
fine.
But
None-
it's got Jeff Goldblum.
The only
Guaranteed
downside to the franchise being as big as it has been is I just want to own the original movie. They keep making me have to own Jurassic Park 2 and 3 and now World and now World Lost.
You mean like own it like on
yeah,
Blu-ray?
I want to own it like on Blu-ray. So I already do own it, but it has 2 movies that I don't want. So
So you're talking about like by itself?
yeah, but I want like a really special casing for it.
Like it comes in a dinosaur or a creepy dinosaur brings it to you? Like
Yeah, well, no, like the kind that I have has like the Jurassic Park doors opening up
Yeah.
on the box and stuff. It's so stupid, but I kind of love it.
like a
It
little
came with
pop-up
Jurassic Park Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. That's the only downside.
My thing was in the trailer, they keep showing the whole iconic like T-Rex roar shot thing. And it's like, you did that in every film.
Literally
We get
every
it.
movie.
We get it, T-Rex do that. They terrify me, even though I've never seen a T-Rex.
Did you know
in my
that?
life,
Did you
but
know that T-Rexes scientists now say it didn't roar, it like growled
that
as like its big sound.
Like
Some scientists and like of course we know the T-Rex probably had feathers and stuff.
Yeah.
But some scientists say the T-Rex might have even had lips. Every discovery makes this thing sound
Creepier.
dumber and, oh,
what were you gonna say?
dumber.
Dumber. Oh, I was gonna say if it had lips and
It's a
then
giant
it did
bird
this.
with it's a giant no. It's a giant bird with lips that just goes. People, there's a YouTube video that you can watch of people.
Trying.
Like scientists have tried to recreate the T-Rex noise based on what they knew about its anatomy and stuff.
Gotcha.
You have to watch it with headphones because if you watch it with speakers, you don't hear anything. There's just a guy who's like, "Oh, that's so fascinating. That's so beautiful." Meanwhile, it's just like silence. It's
It's like a big, like, okay.
T-Rex ASMR.
it's a really bassy
I can
sound.
kind of buy the size of the animal doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be louder or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
the lion has a louder roar than the tiger, even though the tiger is bigger. But the lion has a louder roar, and that's why it's called King of the Jungle and not the tiger. So maybe it's a similar thing. But like not having a loud sound is kind of strange, like at all.
Yeah, it's the movie monster that we've built up the T-Rex to be is probably a lot different from reality. It's just really interesting.
And it's got lips.
So what's the
is-
purpose for
well,
lips?
For kissing?
For kissing?
For kissing other
like-
T-Rexes.
for
That's
like-
all they can do. They can't hug.
Yeah, with them little.
How's a
with them
T-Rex supposed to show some love to another T-Rex?
little- That's a great question.
How's it supposed to do that without?
I mean, this is a great
whistle horn?
question.
You like
I-
taunt
they do
other
have a way, it
dinosaurs
just
with
makes
it, like,
babies.
mwah.
They're just trying to reach out to each other. They can't do it.
No, while facing each other. Anyway, another reason to bring up Jurassic World is I wanted to know your take specifically because if you don't know, Noel here has a very specific fear of T-Rexes.
Yes.
Dinosaurs.
It's a real phobia. I'm sure one other person has it.
Dinophobia?
Maybe. But yes, I have a fear of a T-Rex, even though I've never seen a T-Rex. But hey, that's okay. Some people are afraid of ghosts.
No.
Some people are afraid of ghosts. Have you really seen a ghost though?
No. That is not okay.
Why
It
not?
doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
So you're telling me right
Ghosts-
now, if a T-Rex
ghosts-
showed up, you would be
ghosts
like,
make sense because it's like
"Get outta
just
here."
part of just like it comes with the religious package.
What?
Something that exists for years.
so
And just what you think, happens after death, whatever. T-Rex
we're real. That's the difference. Bam, science.
were real, but they don't exist now, and there's no chance of one getting
How do you know that?
A ghost can potentially get me tomorrow.
Have you ever heard?
Potentially get you tomorrow.
Like a poltergeist, like
What if it was a
that can
ghost
affect-
dinosaur?
Torian,
What if it's a ghost
Torian.
dinosaur?
Haven't you heard of the Loch Ness Monster? Maybe there's a T-Rex hiding out in like a cavern somewhere.
Where do you think they came up with
thought-
dragons? Boom.
They exist.
Facts.
I mean, they
exist?
Somehow.
like little lizards exist now. The Komodo dragon exists.
Yes.
That's a dragon.
Again, if you saw a T-Rex right now,
But I won't.
Okay.
How chill would you be?
Hang on.
But I won't.
They are trying to clone dinosaur DNA.
which is a terrible idea.
Wait, what?
Like they're trying to clone dinosaur DNA to make like a living tissue so they can study it.
And ruin the
So-
world.
We have
If
a
they were-
5-movie mega franchise about this exact thing.
If they were,
We were just talking about this.
I mean, well, we have a movie about Skynet, and here we are relying on Google. So
I just want to know, is there a name for my phobia of a T-Rex
no,
specifically?
because it doesn't exist. You're a crazy man.
It's just
I'm a crazy, crazy man.
no, Noel, it's not like raptors or
Specifically, it's like a T-Rex.
it's the T-Rex.
But like, look at that movie. Like, it doesn't help my fear when you have the creepy dinosaur now. 'cause
That's
I never-
probably not even how
I
the
never
T-Rex
thought
looked.
it. I never thought dinosaurs could be creepy
That's probably
like
not
this.
how the T-Rex even looked. You just went over this.
So I'm afraid of Jurassic Park T-Rex.
So wait. Okay, I was just about to say, you're afraid
Do
of
you wanna
something
know how-
we don't even
okay.
know what it looks like.
Can I explain
How
to
can
you-
you be afraid of it?
Can I at least explain to you how I developed this fear
They want
for
to
a
attack you?
T-Rex?
They want to attack you in your crazy mind?
Okay, so when I was like roughly 17, Halloween, forget what year it is, not a problem, doesn't matter. Going to Cutting Edge, I don't know if you guys remember Cutting Edge.
1993.
1993, Cutting Edge. I remember going through the little like the little haunted house, dudes with chainsaws, doesn't faze me. Girls behind me, they're all scared, not a problem for me. Next thing you know, we get into this room that looks like a jungle. I don't know what's going on, but you start to hear the rumbles, and just for some reason, my heart is racing.
You see the water
my blood
shake?
pressure is going up, and I can't explain why. Then out of nowhere, from the shadows, this gigantic T-Rex skeleton pops up.
Okay.
And I just froze up.
All right.
And from that moment on, I knew I was afraid of a
so
T-Rex.
let me tear your story asunder.
Ooh, see, there is a name. I'm not the only one.
I said dinophobia.
Did you really?
Yes. I mean,
I
but
thought you were
But
joking.
it's spelled differently.
I thought you were
no,
joking.
it's spelled Danophobia.
I was joking.
Also known
What's wrong with my
as-
mouth today?
Wait. What is Wikia?
That's That's Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
No, not wiki.
Fandom.
It's-
Fandom stuff.
Have you never looked at a fan wiki?
Fearful.
Oh, Torian.
and terrible.
You work on this show.
It's Wikipedia, right?
Basically, yes, but it's for
How
like.
do I pronounce
Yeah, so
that?
I'm
How do I pronounce that larger
confused because
word?
that doesn't say
wiki-
Wikipedia.
The wikias are like the
Sound it
dinosaur
out.
wiki.
Sound it out.
Oh.
How do I pronounce that larger word?
Ornithoscelidophobia.
Done.
So let me get this straight.
I'm not the only person.
But that is
Guy-
for dinosaurs overall, and yours is specifically T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Guy,
Like if
assume
a
a-
Triceratops showed up right here, would you be scared of that?
That's just a cow from 65 million years ago.
yeah.
Okay.
So you
That's
don't
all
have
it is.
dinophobia.
Maybe
got-
it's because T-Rexes are generally portrayed in media to be
Tyrannophobia.
That sounds more awesome.
Tyrannophobia.
What was the thing called in Land Before Time? 1 through
sharp tooth?
1,000?
Littlefoot?
Sharp tooth? Is that it?
Yeah.
See, there you
Littlefoot.
go. It's just because of the betrayal of T-Rexes. They're betrayed unfairly. I get it. I understand.
It's just okay. So like, guy with a chainsaw that could kill you right now,
not a problem.
and kill you tomorrow.
Easy.
I can like
Easy.
set that up.
Easy. No worries. Zombies, not
T-Rex-
afraid of them.
Not, and it wasn't even like
Ghosts, no
it
problem.
wasn't even like a real T-Rex. You got scared of its skeleton. It's dead.
You know Dry Bones from
Ghosts.
Super Mario?
He's
Imagine
so
that, but a
adorable.
giant
Wait,
dinosaur.
wait.
You see, you jump on them and they keep coming back.
Wait, hang on. You're scared of you're not just scared of Tyrannosaurus Rexes. You're scared of ghost Tyrannosaurus
T-Rex.
Rexes.
Is there a phobia name for a ghost Tyrannosaurus Rex?
You're gonna call it the
The next,
Noel.
the next
Phobia. I
Jurassic
hope they do.
trilogy after
Well-
World, ghost dinosaurs.
You have Noelophobia.
Done. Let's write it.
Jurassic
Greenlit.
ghosts?
I just greenlit it. I have zero money to offer you, but
We
I
got
just
a new
greenlit it.
phobia. Got a
Glad I have
new
your permission to make this movie.
I just greenlit that.
What's wrong with you?
2020.
I have Noelophobia. What's that?
I hope they name
You're afraid of
Noelophobia.
Ghost.
His name is
Ghost
Nicole.
T-Rexes.
can't
Nicole?
even
No, we're Nicole now.
I can't even say. You're afraid of ghost T-Rexes.
Yes. It's a real fear. I'm sure.
I'm afraid of heights. You know, if I fall off this, I'm afraid I'm gonna die. You're
See,
like,
wait, okay, so you're
I'm afraid
fall-
of ghost T-Rexes.
You're afraid of falling from high places. I'm afraid of being
Because I can die and get hurt, and I don't want that to happen. That's why I'm afraid. But you're afraid of a ghost T-Rex for what?
Because of the fear, it strikes into your heart.
I'm afraid of
okay,
spiders
I will
because
say
the
this.
wrong spider can bite me,
say
I can
this.
get poisoned, and then I can die.
with the
You're
T-Rex-
afraid of ghost T-Rexes for what?
Is there a martial arts to fend off a ghost T-Rex? Is there? Real
I'm
question.
afraid of dogs. I'm afraid of dogs because
Real
some dogs are
question.
crazy. They might bite me. I get rabies. That's gonna hurt. I'm gonna be in a bad position. Well, you're afraid of ghost T-Rexes for what?
Ghost T-Rex, because you can't fight it off. If it were to show up right now.
Because it doesn't exist.
But there's nothing you
It's
can
a
do.
ghost.
There's nothing you can do about
If it did exist, it's
If
a
it
ghost.
showed up-
So you still couldn't do
if it
shit about it
showed
if it was real.
If
If it was real, you still couldn't do nothing about it.
Exactly. I could fight a dog potentially.
It couldn't
I
do
believe-
anything to you,
I
though,
believe
because
I
it's
have
a
enough
ghost.
strength. Exactly. You can't fight it off. What
No,
are you
it's
gonna
not gonna do anything to you.
You just have
because
to
it's a
give
ghost.
up. You just
if
have
it was
to,
like a
you just have
poltergeist,
to-
if it was a poltergeist
Are you saying
T-Rex,
poultrygeist? It's a ghost chicken? A ghost turkey?
See, now there's ghost
a
chickens.
poltergeist T-Rex, then I would be afraid because it can fuck with you.
And you
But
know what?
a regular ghost
You know what,
can't.
Torian?
Why?
Because that's like the difference between regular ghosts and poltergeists. The poltergeists can like fuck
Oh,
with you.
they're the ones that like throw knives and stuff. Now, what
Like,
if,
they can, like,
what if a
literally
ghost
fucking
T-Rex
kill you.
threw knives at you? What
can't.
would you
It's a
do?
ghost.
What
It's a
would you?
ghost.
It's a poltergeist
Okay,
now.
okay, so-
We a T-Rex
Okay,
You're
poltergeist.
changing your phobia?
Okay, yeah. His phobia is poultrygeist because chickens are apparently descended from dinosaurs, so
All birds.
poltergeist.
Done.
All birds,
Yeah,
apparently.
bird.
And they throw knives.
Poltergeist, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That throw knives.
There we go.
Very important.
that
They
last
throw
Thanksgiving
knives.
you had?
They throw knives.
Really know his butt.
Very important thing to
poltergeist
notice.
T-Rex follows you around and tries to serve you different chicken dishes, and you can only eat the chicken dish that the poltergeist serves.
I'd be cool with that, but if they were throwing knives, I'd still have a problem.
You be cool with a giant ghost T-Rex following you around?
Just offering me
Offer you
like
chicken?
delicious, succulent chicken dishes? Of course.
Is the chicken a ghost too?
Do they season it? That's the real question. Do they season it? That's a real question. Do they season the chicken? Do they season?
What's your
Some
greatest
people don't
fear,
season
Ben?
well
Is it
enough.
fried?
Is it fried? These are real questions.
What's your greatest fear, Ben? What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear?
Let's make fun of yours and not make fun of mine.
Blades cutting skin.
What?
Blades cutting skin. Not like needles or anything like that, but blades like cutting
You're-
skin.
okay, wait.
For some reason
You're
that
scared
like
of your skin being cut?
Or just
just
seeing
like
it.
seeing it. Well, I mean,
That's just you
I
being
guess
creeped
it's
out
not
by
a
like
big,
gore,
it's not
though.
like a big deal. It's not. I guess it's not my greatest fear. It's just like the one thing in horror movies that kind of makes me feel icky.
Super cool. Yeah.
It's not like
Gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Gives you the heebie.
Yeah.
Scientific
jeebies.
term.
so I guess that wouldn't really count as greatest fear. I don't know.
No,
don't know.
I mean it's a
My
legitimate
greatest fear is being alone.
Oh.
That was very sad. Very quickly.
While he looks down.
All right. Let's see what's going on with the community. I think we got some art to show off. Let's bring up the fan art. This is from Aaron Johnson. And he made this in
Aaron
celebration.
Taylor Johnson? Quicksilver in the MCU?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fan of
The one and
Death
only.
Podcast. And he made this in celebration of his #1 wanted death battle. Dreams do come true. And we're doing it.
Yay.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
I dreamt about a
You aren't
chicken
ready yet.
sandwich, and I got one. So.
Oh, speaking of which,
accurate.
we've got some pretty awesome voice actors for these guys in the actual death battle.
Do tell, Ben.
Bryce Pappenbrook will be playing Sora. You might know him as Kirito. Kirito?
Oh, really?
Kirito from Sword Art Online.
That's
and
cool.
with that,
Yeah.
he's retracting his...
Yeah. And then Justin Briner will be playing Pitt, and he is Deku from My Hero Academia.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, well, like they're perfect for the role.
Who's the first one again? Bryce.
Bryce Pappenbrook.
He's also Attack on Titan.
Yeah, he's Aaron Yeager.
He is.
Whoa.
Pappenbrook has been around for quite a while, actually.
Nice.
Like,
Yes.
a good while.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so thanks to Marissa and Sound Cadence for casting them for that, because they're going to be perfect for the role.
Yeah.
Great
Really loving what they did with the characters. And then I think we've got an out of context comic book panel.
Oh, boy.
Show off. Let's bring this up. This one is suggested by Alex Taphorn.
Oh, I've seen this
no.
one. Oh, my gosh.
Is that He-Man?
That is He-Man
is-
and...
Fisto, my
Man.
friend, are you all right? Here, let me help you to your feet. I fisted hard, He-Man, but I could not fist them all.
This is okay.
So this is real.
This is definitely real. It's funny because clearly he's talking about fighting, but it doesn't make it less like
His
ridiculous.
name, so
It's funny because you know he means fighting, but it
Yes.
sounds like a sex thing.
Yeah.
But look at the damage he sustained right there. Look at that damage. So he really did.
He's got a
He did
hole in
his
the
best. He did his best.
yes, but then he got fisted in the chest.
And he couldn't fist them all.
His mustache and his beard though is all so perfect. I wouldn't be able to tell he was in a fight. His face is perfect.
Well done, sir.
That's true. That's true.
Like
He fell out of that battle like a champ.
if I didn't see the damage on his chest, then he would.
Or maybe he got like a little tear on his clothes and was like, I'm done.
my clothes.
Fisting is a hard
I
job,
can't
I
fist
suppose.
anymore. Yeah, fisting is just so difficult.
Really
so.
takes it out
What
of
a way
you, I
to go.
suppose. You got to stretch beforehand. And
In an orgy.
what?
That's how he dies.
He dies from fisting too much?
He's in no condition to go on.
I mean, it is He-Man. We know what He-Man does in his spare time.
Wait, what is that? What does He-Man do in his spare time?
Fisting.
Okay.
Have you ever seen an episode of He-Man?
Nick adding
fists everybody.
He just
adding
fists
orgy
everybody.
to this
Yeah.
thing just turned my whole thought process. I was like, oh, this is cute. Now I'm like, oh, this is kind of creepy. Kind of.
What's the point?
I know, but like I wasn't thinking about orgy fisting.
What was he just fisting He-Man? Was it just He-Man that was involved here?
He specifically said them all. That
That's
implies
true.
many.
That's
I just
true.
thought he was fisting.
I wasn't just.
I just thought he was
Wait,
fisting
nobody really
other
made
guys.
that connection. You all thought I was crazy
What?
when I said. Never mind.
I mean, look at what you're
No,
wearing.
no. I felt like he fought like an army.
what I'm wearing.
But like,
And he fisted them all.
I just thought he fisted a bunch of guys,
And then he was taken down.
and he was taken down by one.
It's upside down. It's upside down.
He's taken down by one chosen one.
For the chosen one. The one you couldn't fist.
He's taken down by the Keyblade Master.
You can't fist the Keyblade.
The one fist to. No, never mind.
I got
one-
a question
the one fist to fist
to
them all.
ask about Sora. I don't know if I should wait until the next episode to ask.
Go for
He's
it.
very
and
complicated.
Maybe we'll answer it. Maybe we won't.
Very complicated.
What did you guys find out about Sora cutting down buildings?
We'll
looking
answer that in the episode.
Okay.
How about that? We'll answer that in the episode.
All right.
That actually comes up.
I can tell you, Kingdom Hearts has some of the dopest music ever. It's playing in my head right now.
It's okay, but like better music.
Simple
has
and
come out.
clean?
Better music has come out.
Wait.
Swim
Torian.
this way.
Torian.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
We got an important question from the chat
Everyone's
for you.
favorite.
From Zulder.
About
Hope I'm
fisting?
pronouncing that right. Which JoJo character are you dressed up as?
Jolene.
Yeah, definitely.
You said-
That's definitely right.
Is that what you said?
You're Jotaro's daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not right at all.
You're part.
Apologies that
You're
I'm
part
snoring,
6.
like, still a little sick.
That's
You could be.
I'm my own character. I'm Cataclysm.
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 That's pretty cool though.
Why is it?
No
Why is it
joke.
sounding clasm? Why couldn't it just be cataclysm?
Cladic-
Because that's the real word.
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. So
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm.
so
Ben has the answer.
Catechus is my stand.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the stand
So-
user is
Wow. Okay. So Catechus, the lawyer for gay cats, is the stand
of me.
of Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. Cataclysm.
The lore gets deeper all the time.
So when Catechus has to defend his clients,
Yeah, I
are
still
you
have
just kind of
pocket,
standing
I
there in the
point.
back, like, letting
Objection.
your stand go
Objection.
forward?
And then he comes out like, what, not guilty.
objection.
And the cat's like, meow, thank you.
Oh my God! Here comes the fan art now.
Overruled. Legal terms.
All right, guys.
Recess.
It's time for the community death battle.
It's just like a regular cat.
Indiana Jones versus Jack Sparrow. One of the more interesting matchups I think we've seen. It's not necessarily humorous, but it is like an interesting pairing. And of course, if you want to request a death battle or community death battle, you can do so by using the form that is linked under every single YouTube video we have in the description. And that's where we got this one from. And we've got a couple answers from you guys that submitted on Twitter using the hashtag DeathBattleCast. And before we get into our discussion, let's go ahead and bring up the argument for Indiana Jones from G1 Pat Speed. And you want to read that?
Yeah, it's been a while. Pat Speed says Indiana Jones has incredible durability because, of course, he somehow survived a nuclear bomb test in a fridge and also the fallout. Also, Jones has a .45 Smith & Wesson versus Jack's single-shot flintlock pistol. Jones has easily whipped this battle into submission.
All right, and then we've got an answer for Jack from Red Warrior.
Red Warrior says, Jack Sparrow is a lot better at thinking on his feet and has dealt with enemies far more powerful than anything Indy has faced. He may be a bumbling fool, but he has combat prowess. He beat Davy Jones, Blackheart, and has even died. This fight is truly a treasure. Blackbeard.
I love the little puns.
Did I say Blackheart?
You did.
I was thinking of Marvel vs.
Because you're thinking of Marvel vs. Capcom.
I think Jack Sparrow just hit him with that drunken master.
What, of running away?
No, well, yeah, maybe. I just, because I know Indiana Jones can fight.
He really can.
But like Jack Sparrow might hit him with that drunk.
I'm telling you, have
Jack
you
can fight too.
Dude, the punch Indiana Jones has, have you heard that sound when he punches dudes?
No.
It's like
It's an explosion.
yes.
The Indiana Jones punching sound effects are iconic just because they sound like gunfire.
So
going
they're
off.
so beefy
Yeah.
and like powerful, impactful sounding.
Yeah,
really
the
good.
best punch sound effects ever.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It belongs in music.
So, does that mean that he's punching with the force of an explosion?
No.
No.
I always thought it sounded more like a cracking a whip than anything else. But
Come to Jack.
The punch?
yeah, because it's like I always thought it was like a, you know, like just sound design wise, I always thought it was a combination of just like a you know, like someone actually cracking a whip and then some other
But
jazz.
like a
and
whip
whatnot.
is like a sharp sound.
Yes, but if you like
that
distort
sharp
the
at all?
hell of that, you know, you could really get some
I guess maybe.
get some oomph out of that. But yeah,
I don't know how they made that sound. I never looked into that.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you get an interesting effect when you add like a slice to a punch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's like it's nice.
Well, speaking of the whip, though,
Yes.
we got Whip from Indiana
Versus
Jones
Sword.
versus
So-
Captain Jack
the-
Sparrow's sword.
He's a
Cutlass and
he's a
pistol.
long range fighter basically. He's got a gun and a whip.
Now it is a
Jack-
single shot pistol,
He's a
but
zoner.
he's got multiple. He's got like what?
Well, that's
I don't
Jack.
know. Jack's pistol
Yeah.
is single shot with what? Like 6 bullets, 4 bullets? I don't know. Oh no,
In the
it's
first
gotta be
movie, he had
reloaded
the
each
one
time.
bullet.
Yeah. Well,
He's reloaded.
it's got to be
since then.
reloaded each time. Is it a double barrel? I don't remember. But regardless, he's got a very like outdated gun compared
Sure.
to what
Indy's
Indy
Smith &
usually
Wesson.
carries.
Does Jack have that cursed medallion from the first
No.
movie? No possible.
No.
Go
chance of
get
that?
it.
That's true. That's a really good
Because,
point.
I mean, Jack is the kind of guy who might turn this into just like some wild chase.
yeah. I mean,
He
he's
gets in a boat and then he's like, oh, fuck, okay, let me go get a plane.
Well,
He flies after him.
Even if Indy doesn't get a plane, we know from I think it's the first movie that he could just hold on to the boat literally anywhere and just ride the whole way there. Because one of my favorite little
Second movie, I think.
Temple of Doom. I'm pretty sure it's
Temple is
whatever.
second.
In one of the Indiana Jones movies, he grabs onto a submarine as it's going down. We cut to the map as it like goes across the Atlantic Ocean or something, and
What was the first?
we cut it to like coming back up out of the water. Indy's just still holding on.
Yeah. That's when they're going to the island where they open up the
yeah.
ark. Yeah. Yeah, he's just survives the submarine trip across the. It's not like across the ocean or anything like that. It's still like an island off the coast. of
Yeah, it's not across the ocean, but it's enough.
Yeah, it's a good distance.
Him holding his breath by itself not going to.
I mean, I always kind of
battle,
assumed he got
but-
into the submarine somehow, and he's not holding on to it. But
I might be remembering this wrong, but doesn't he try to open it up and he can't? So he just holds on.
I don't.
My
think-
brain could be
I don't
making
remember
that.
But
this part.
regardless, I mean, Indy has survived falling out of a plane and using what was it? Just like a life raft.
Like a life raft, yeah.
Yeah, to land and survive somehow.
Yeah.
He survived the
crazy
fucking
ants.
nuke fridge.
See, the nuke fridge is weird to me because,
It's made out of lead,
yeah,
which means something apparently.
like, even though we very clearly saw that happen, I almost want to say outlier on that, just because if he could survive that, no problem, like no worries whatsoever, why does he ever bother avoiding gunfire? I don't know.
I guess. I mean, it's a different kind of force landing
A little
in the
bit.
fridge compared to being shot by a bullet.
Why is he ever afraid of falling off of stuff?
He's afraid
Well,
of
he
snakes,
isn't.
too.
He survives falling from that plane. And I would say that him surviving the plane, or the fall from the plane in Temple of Doom, might support the nuked fridge.
I don't remember that part. of the film.
He's also with what's her name
Charlie?
in the second movie, the
Charlize
lady who
Theron.
became Spielberg's wife. I can't remember her name, her character name.
She was really annoying.
The one,
though.
the
Very annoying.
one who shrills and shrieks all the time.
The whole
Janet
time.
Jameson. I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones because he has a whip and a bunch of guns.
See, he's a long-range fighter.
Yeah.
He ain't got to get close.
What is
I'm also
that?
going to say Indiana Jones
Jack gonna do?
because Arsenal's on his side. Jack is the best or worst pirate you've ever heard of, but I don't think he's going to top Indy.
Can we agree, though, that they're both terrible at obtaining the treasure that
Yes.
they're looking for?
Absolutely.
They're both just straight trash at that.
Uh-huh.
They never get it. But
I mean, yeah, I suppose. so who are you voting
I'm
for?
going to say Indiana Jones because that punch sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Monstrous.
I feel like if he punched me with
sound
that,
effect?
with that sound effect, he'd ruin my whole weekend. It could be a Thursday. I just know my weekend's done.
I would frown if he
I think
punched
Jack
you.
might be able to, like, I think Indy is the easy choice, but I think Jack might be able to outsmart him.
I think Jack would get lucky. Jack always gets lucky sometimes.
I
got
think
that
Jack is
cool
really good
color
at putting
tone on
himself
the
in
side.
situations. Jack is really good at setting up situations where he can win.
Yeah.
Indy kind of just falls into situations and has to work himself out of them.
Right.
That's true.
So Jack might be able to put them both in a situation where he can win, but I don't know. I'll vote for him anyway. So I'll vote for Jack. Let's bring up the poll from Twitter that you guys voted on.
Bam.
Wow. All right.
Hey, that's close.
53 to 47%.
That's
All
really
right.
close.
But I guess Indy wins.
And he named
vote?
himself
Indy
after his
Windies.
dog. That's pretty impressive somehow.
Huh?
The dog's name was Indiana.
The dog's name is Indiana?
The George Lucas's dog.
Oh, okay.
And then they also say it in the movie too, it's canon that, you know, he named himself after a dog. That just means you're
Did
awesome.
he?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
At the end for what is it? Or not the like 3. So because there's 4 now, and we never speak of 4. Of Crystal Skulls, we never speak of that.
Unfortunately, we just spent a ton
They were
of time
fighting
talking
on
about
top of the
fridge feet.
jeeps.
Well, that wasn't Indy. That was Mutt. And then that was
was
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
Yeah.
That was Shia LaBeouf doing all
Yeah, they were
that.
fighting
He was
on top
supposed
of
to be the next Indiana Jones,
fighting on
but
the
I would
jeeps.
prefer it be Chris Pratt. I'm just saying.
I don't want
think
Chris
that would
Pratt
be
in every damn thing.
What if we make
Star-Lord.
an Uncharted movie instead?
I thought they were always doing that, and it was like Mark
try it.
Wahlberg.
They are, but well,
Why do we need
Mark
that?
Wahlberg is off of it now. You know they have
Nathan Fillion.
no, they don't have Nathan Fillion. They have Tom Holland as young Nathan
one.
Drake.
I'm okay with that because Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. You heard it here first. Confirmed. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Who cares about Tobey Maguire? It's all about Tom Holland.
What?
All right.
You didn't
Well,
like
let's wrap this up with
Yeah.
next week's community death battle. Oh man, allergies are getting to me. So sorry.
Don't get us
Thing
sick.
we're ending this right now. But you can vote as always for who you think wins the next community death battle by going to our Twitter after this episode goes public over the weekend, and you can vote there and tell us who you think should win. And next week's is
Disappointing.
in celebration of Red vs. Blue season 16. I believe this is 16. Am I right?
Yes. I
think
believe you are correct.
There's a lot of those seasons coming out this past week. We've got Michael J. Caboose versus Jar Jar Binks.
Yes.
What?
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Let us know who
God.
you think should win, and definitely go check out the first episode of the Shizno Paradox, the new episode of Red vs. Blue. As well as if you want to go see more Screw Tech content, a recent Desk of Death battle just came out called all about the Cartoon All-Stars versus Drugs. If you think
I remember that.
if you think the upcoming Infinity War is the greatest crossover ever made,
You're sadly mistaken.
yeah, you should go check this out. All right, and then also, if you're a first member, be sure to check in this weekend as we release our sudden death episode, basically the extended Death Battle cast, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Bleach live-action movie that's coming out. Maybe, if Torian wants to watch.
I'm in. I like Bleach.
All right. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.